first class, the diuretics. And then we have the subclass. Loop diuretic, potassium sparing diuretic, osmotic diuretics, thiazide diuretics. And then we need to put the drugs that are in these different classes. So try as much as possible. Get index. Dissect it like that. Put the examples of drugs for you to speak the language of drugs. Then amlodipine. You have difedipine. These are the two that are common in Nigeria. There are other members of this class. Okay? Then we have angiotensin combating, yes.
Is lisinopril there?
Lisinopril is in this class. This angiotensin combating enzyme inhibitor. It's not in calcium channel blocker. So lisinopril.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
What of lisinopril? Is it still part of this?
Lisinopril.
Lisinopril.
And we are calling the same thing. It's our tongue that is different. Lisinopril. Then captopril. There's enalapril.
Why is it that since amlodipine and difedipine are in the same some doctors do give these two together?
Very wrong. Very wrong. For a doctor to give nifedipine one daily, nifedipine twice daily, that's wrong. Why do you put drugs in the same class together? And there's no scientific publication or output that says there is benefit in using that. Does that happen at the annual? Because they knows everything, but most of our doctors think they know everything. They just carry shoulder. And how can you put amlodipine and nifedipine together? It's not done anywhere. Yes, we always combine amlodipine with lisinopril. You can even combine nifedipine with lisinopril. You can pick one here, and come and pick one here. It's here allowed. But you are putting loop diuretic. You can't join them with the angiotensin receptor blocker. Receptor blockers. They are quite different from angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors. What makes them different? Look at this biochemical pathway. Now, there is a macromolecule in our body called angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 does not worry us. But there is an enzyme in our body that used to convert angiotensin 1 to what? 2. Once this enzyme converts angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, the angiotensin 2 is the one that actually makes our BP to go up. So we don't want angiotensin 2 in our body. So we have actually take delivery of a drug in this class angiotensin converting enzyme, which are lisinopril, captopril, enalapril. They will go and block this enzyme, ACE. That's the name, angiotensin converting enzyme. So lisinopril blocks it. It doesn't allow it convert angiotensin 1 to 2. So that person's BP will just be controlled. Some people, their BP is from that angle. If that's where your BP is coming from, and they don't give you lisinopril, captopril, enalapril, and they are giving you other drugs, it should not look like your BP is not responding.
So how will you know that your BP is coming from the particular?
Yes, there are some tests that we need to do, but our labs are typhoid and malaria labs. People don't take people's blood and do all kind of chemistry, everything here and there, enzyme. Will they pay? Because to do those kind of tests is a lot of what? Money. Or if you go there, you pack 100,000 in your pocket, thinking that yes, you are going for treatment. Before the consultant see you, they write all kind of tests. The test has taken about 75,000. You start shouting. Say, they have not even treating me. Test has taken all the. Now that they've been able to identify this is the problem that Now they start writing drugs. Afubo, I've been practicing for 25 years. When people present, most of the cases you can be wrong. Because what looks like typhoid can also be malaria. It can even be hepatitis. It can be. So tests will show us the way to follow. So we have, after this one, we have central acting drugs. Now, the next one is angiotensin receptor blocker. Angiotensin itself, look at this angiotensin 1. For this enzyme to work on this angiotensin 1 and convert it to 2, there is a place that this enzyme will bind to this one. Because the way enzyme work is, as I'm here now, I just hold the rose, I take her outside. I'm a angiotensin. I come back, I come and take him, so I take him outside. I'm angiotensin converting enzyme. But if Rebecca and we sleep, I will not be able to move. I go home. That means you have made my work to be impossible. So there are some receptors. Receptors are like padlock. See this padlock? For it to work, you must put a key into this place. So if I put a padlock on our gate here, and I don't want thieves to come, I will go and look for sand and stone and put inside that keyhole. I block that receptor. So when thieves come, bring his key. It cannot. Then it goes away. So these other ones, they are angiotensin receptor blockers. These are angiotensin enzyme. By so doing, you cannot have angiotensin 1 being converted to angiotensin 2. So the names of these ones are all these bioscirdle. Have you heard of bioscirdle? Bioscirdle. Which other one? No. Telmisartan. Vandesartan and all that. Their name always end with Satan. The one we are talking about now are anxiolytics. Anxiolytics. That's why you have Lexotan, Phenobarb, all these benzodiazepines and barbiturates. These are drugs that make people, if you are thinking too much because they are owing 5 banks. It's what we have also said here. I want to go to MDEX and pick these drugs one by one again. By the time you have done all this one, I am telling you that divide all the drugs in any pharmacy into 6. You have already learned what? 1/6 of them. And you are not only learning them, you are learning them based on their origin, their pharmacological class, their therapeutic class. What is not left for you is what is the dose? Diazepam is under this. And these anxiolytics, there are 2 classes. One is, where's anxiolytics? Which place should I cancel now? Anxiolytics. There are 2 types. One is benzodiazepines. The other one is barbiturates. Phenobarb is in this class of barbiturates. It's a chemical name. The true name is called what? People have not heard of Valium 5. Valium is the trade name. The chemical is what? Diazepam. Alright? Then you also have a bromazepam. Have you seen mazepam? This bromazepam is what we call Lexotan. And they're not calling it Lexotan again, they're calling it Talen. Have you? So these anxiolytics, they make you sleep. They are sedatives, they are hypnotics. You know, you think, say, oh, bang, you can't kill me. Now your mind will cool down.
Is it the 5th one?
Which one?
The
Anxiolytics. Yes, it's one of the classes. There are 7 classes in hypertension, whatever. Then another one is alpha blocker. Alpha receptor blocker. Then there's also beta blocker. Those beta blockers, they are the ones that have atenolol, propranolol. You hear nolol, metoprolol, lolol. They always have lolol. all these beta blockers. Then these alpha blockers, those ones, prazosin. Prazosin. That's an example. When you just get MDEX, you are good to go with all these things. And the last one is central acting drug. Central acting drug. That is where Aldomet stays. Aldomet is a central